This is all the, so this is where you would create,
You can create a new show, open a save show as, import, you know, and the thing is that this keeps saving as you're doing it. You don't have to sit here and go in here and save, because it's gonna continually save as
and
you
you,
do
do you
stuff.
have I mean, your cues, you probably have thousands of possibilities of being able to.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'll never, ever get that far, but
If you fill this up with
Yeah.
cues,
I'll call you.
yeah,
Okay.
give me a call, because I
Okay.
want a picture.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
That's great, that's great.
Okay, so let's go back into live. This is live display, which is what you have here.
Mhm.
There are different ways to look at this. And you have views up here, and this is all touch.
Mhm.
Everybody has their own way. So you have magic sheet, which we can create all your bars of light, and then you just touch the lights. You have compact view, which is another type of view. It changes it like that.
Oh, wow.
You have the classic, you have intelligent view. There's multiple views, expanded, and it tells you different
Yeah.
features on it. A lot of people, I mean, I'm used to the classics.
Yeah, that was the easiest to understand.
And then you can label it here, which I wrote in Lico, PAR, and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
We can put positions in, like Lico 1, if you want to say that's Lico 1, 2, 3, 4,
Uh-huh.
5, 6. FOH, front of house.
Oh,
So we
okay.
could type that in and it'll come up like that.
Yeah, I think once you get to know them, they'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's going to be a feeling. I mean, you'll have Jim's number. You can call him. I'll come back down, you know, another day. Once you start getting your head around it.
Yeah.
Because if I show you too much, your head's going to explode. And you're
It's
not gonna-
already exploding,
Yeah.
so,
I want to give you the basics
Yeah.
to at least get a show up.
that's
and running.
great. So, and everything else, like, you know, saving your show once you're done with it, just going to the options
It's
will
saved.
help you to say, it's
Well,
already
you don't have
saved?
to. Yeah, it just continually saves.
Yeah,
You know, and you can have a timer running, you know, for your show at the same time.
okay.
Um,
And all the rest of that stuff, I'm sure I could learn how to do the fading in, fading out kind of things, going in and out, in
Yeah,
between
and,
the cues and so on and so forth.
and I want to show you that. If we go in here, okay, so your cue list is here, your most current one.
Okay,
Now you can set the look of this up any way you want. This is your main screen here.
mhm,
You can come in and go cue playbacks. There's a list of cue playbacks. You can have your palettes all here, which are your palettes or colors you like to use or different things you want to use. Your effects list. I mean, you can do timeline, you can do matrix effects, you know, based upon colors and pictures. And if you have a picture of horses running through the water and you want to match colors, you can run a line and it'll pick out the colors in the lights to match it.
oh, God.
Let's
So
see.
say just real quick, because I know the rest of the people in this room are probably bored to tears, going
Right.
from that cue to that cue.
Let's go to.
Say if I want to fade it in at, you know, a certain percentage and fade it back, you know.
Okay, so let's move this, and this is how you can set up this console. Is you can set it up this way. We have this list over here. Let's add in your palettes. Let's do color palettes. And these would be custom color palettes. So you
And
can,
this is touch as well, so you just,
yes,
yes?
yes, it's all touch screen. You go into here, okay, and you can have a window layout manager. And, I'm sorry, your name again?
Susan,
Susan. Okay. And this is gonna be set up as the default, okay? And we're gonna update and close that. So now, every time you come in, if people have changed it, you can, did it say it? Oh, it is the one, so it's there.
yeah,
But if you change it, somebody changes it and says, well, I don't like this here, I want something else. You can go back to the way you like to run the console
Good,
and
okay.
have the windows open. Okay, so on this, we have, oops. These are your submasters, okay?
Mhm.
You can see this one is at 100%, which is the relays. And this is your submaster 2 and what it's doing all the way there. Then you have your cue list. Let's switch this one. Here's your cue list. We can add your cue list over here. Okay, here's your cue list. So you have it triggered as manual.
Mhm.
Here's your cue times. There's your cue time there. So we can do this, come in and edit this, and make it a 5-second, you know,
Mhm.
okay? So here's our cue. We can go, and it's a 5-second fade in.
Nice. That's easy.
Yeah. And it's also gonna tell you what channels are being used.
Oh, nice, okay.
Okay, so you have your list of channels here. So there's all the channels, and you can adjust this so you can see it better.
And I bet copying and pasting is
Yeah.
probably just as easy.
Yes,
Okay.
and also if you do your cues, you start a show, I would start in whole numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on.
And then do the 1.5 and yeah.
Exactly, you've got it.
So it works the same
Yes.
way as any other, but
Right.
it's just an easier way of doing things.
Correct,
'cause-
and there's different
Right
ways to
there.
name it. There's also a ton of videos online,
Oh, good,
which
good.
we will send you, we have your email, we'll
Yeah,
send
I
you
have to
those.
sign that sheet, so.
Yes, make sure he has it. I'll make sure Jim has the link and send it to you. There's
Yeah, and
tons of
I
it.
would love to, some other time, like maybe while we're in the middle of lighting our show for
Yeah.
April, we can maybe either talk by phone or
Yeah,
you could come
and
back.
you can always email me your show. I can look at it on my laptop. Now, you can
Okay.
also go and download this to your computer, the software. And you can put the show on there and you can sit at home and do some preemptive work.
Oh my gosh.
Patching, writing cues and
Oh.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
How do you
Yeah.
download it on your computer?
Go online, download the
Yeah.
Software?
laptop. Yeah, it's free. So you can sit there. I mean,
in my pajamas.
I saved the best part for last. Okay, so you have this look created on the stage.
Mhm.
There's your house lights. There's that look that I just recorded.
yeah.
So you got your pre-show
So,
already set.
well,
and so
no,
we can just-
well, so if, no, here's the point. If you want to have button number 4 is the button that either from here or from the stage manager panel, somebody pushes that and it lights a podium in the middle of the stage.
So
You
nobody
can-
has to come up here and turn the console.
Yeah.
See, that's what I wanna be able to sit down with, where did Garland leave too?
Yeah,
To sit down with them and, you know, because they're never gonna come up here. The only time we're ever gonna be up here is for an
That's
event.
pretty good.
Yeah.
To have
Yeah.
things set for them, for the basic things like that.
Yeah.
Be able to turn things down and da-da-da, and then I can help program it for them.
Download this on your iPad, right? And then control it down there?
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, we'd have to, you'd have to set up a wireless on here so that the
Yeah.
iPad can get in, you know.
but I mean, for them to be able to
So
just
this
have
isn't
the
wireless
basic
then?
few that they're
Or
gonna
It's
need.
not gonna be
Because they're never
wireless?
gonna be up here.
Well, this isn't wireless. You have an iPad, you
Right.
set up a wireless unit on the back of this,
Uh-huh,
and then you can work with it,
okay.
you know.
This is great.
But it wouldn't be something that you would want to get
That's
to
it.
everybody.
Right.
Well,
You know the thing about this button station? So this is like what's on stage, except it has 1 through 6. So 1 is on, 6 is off, and then it has an up and down arrow. So if I have 1 on,
Mhm.
and I just hit the down arrow a little bit, I can fade down with it, and if I want to record that dim look then, on number 4. Now, there's 1, and there's 4.
And that's the better way for people coming in that, you know, you don't want to have to come for on an iPad.
Right, and then they're never gonna turn this off.
I mean, just
Yeah,
no drinks,
yeah.
no.
Now, what is the exact name of this system? I know it's
This
Neo,
is-
but what's the numbers and whatever on it? Neo.
Just Strand Neo.
That's that's it. And if I told somebody this is the type of console we're using, they'll know what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
So
there's.
I've got a couple of people who are lighting people that could also come in and, you know, if we can't get you on the phone,
Waterden
come in and show me how to use
That
it.
would be odd, but.
Hey, Stan.
I know. Oh,
Yeah.
are you
All right.
looking
You?
at it?
No, I mean,
Hi, how are you? Good. We're getting this video, good.
I'm the representative.
You're an expert on
manufacturer.
theatrical lighting
I'm
now?
an expert when he sends me a copy.
Captain two.
We're here? No, at least it's my
Captain
place.
two now.
That's right.
Let me-
I'll come down.
Let me leave you, and I'm sorry that the principal isn't here to hear this, but you can quote me on this. The thing I wanna make sure that everybody in this room understands is, yes, this is a valuable piece of equipment, but it's not something that needs to be locked up, secured, and never let anybody touch it. It's a valuable tool, it's a teaching tool, just like if you had a home ec class and you had a room full of ovens, you wouldn't tell the home ec kids, oh, don't touch those ovens. You want the students to play with this console. There is no combination of buttons on this console that can be pushed that will break the console. Now, there are some combinations of buttons that can be pushed. Trust me, I've tried. There are some combinations of buttons that can be pushed that will ruin some people's day if you have not backed up and saved a show and somebody comes in and writes over it. Okay, well, there's multiple lessons there. But the kids, well, first of all, you know, we could take any of your students and in a half hour teach them how to run this, or we can take one of you guys for a day and teach you how to run it. They're gonna know how to run it. They're gonna figure it out. But this is a teaching tool. There may be somebody that, like me, wants to be in the lighting business for a living. Send them to me and I'll talk them out of it. But that's why this is here. It's part of your educational package and it needs to be treated as that. Okay, this is me stepping down off my soapbox now.
So,
Now, do you have a card?
yeah.
And I apologize, I just stepped in. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Stan Breeden. I'm the Assistant Superintendent for Operations for Murray County Schools. Just to see
Nice guy.
who was here training on this, I'm very disappointed to see that school doesn't have anybody here.
Got
They have
called twice.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had to leave.
we communicate with the principal. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things going on, so they may not have. Chris is here from the technology department. Since this is considered under our low voltage kind of things, they will be the primary source of support for this. So just to let everybody know that when there's they'll be the ones who will be the primary support as far as from our point of view when it comes to if we get into the past the low operation of this piece of equipment and we get into if there's an electrical wiring problem, that'll where the maintenance department will come in hand. But we'll not be looking to them to run the piece of equipment. So Chris and them will be prepared. We got the video. We'll have that available to school. But we understand and we appreciate the fact that we do want students to be using this and we do want a lot of people to do it. But on the other hand, we can't spend lots of money to bring people in to fix this down the road. We don't have
I understand.
a bit, so we have to protect the equipment somewhat. And so
and-
we'll do that.
There need to be lessons, much like you give students driver training before you
Right.
turn them loose in a car.
Right.
Yes, you know, if you come in this room with your mellow yellow and it gets knocked in the console, you need to expect that the console is never going to run ever again.
Right.
So, yeah, there's rules. But I have been places that unfortunately, you know, well, there's Coach so-and-so and Miss so-and-so and Mr. so-and-so are the only ones that are allowed to touch this. And that's kind of goes against what is, in my opinion, the mission of the school. On the other hand, I'm a guest in your house and your rules apply. I don't make the rules for you, I only make suggestions.
Right.
So.
Well, we appreciate the training. I just come to